Going next. Every 40 hours of the every 40 working hours of the machine. Again, general machine says cleaning the machine guides and racks. Being these guides and racks. You have them on each axis. You have them on X. You have them on Y. See how this one is dirty already. Yeah. So you have them on Y. And then on Z axis you don't have them because you have the infinite bolt, as we call it. It is going to be this one.
That typically doesn't get dirty.
It doesn't get dirty. The way you're cleaning them is by taking a wire brush, but soft wire brush, something like a brass maybe, or nylon, something like that, and go slowly and clean each one of these teeth inside.
Wow, how do you... This is every week.
No, it does say every week, but every week just clean them, blow them out. If you see, I would say every month, if you see that the dust is building inside, that's when you want to clean. So every month you can check. So 1 month passes, you check, it's okay. Second month, you see it starts to build, all right, go and clean it. Especially on the y-axis, because all the dust that falls from the top when the machine is working is going to stay here. Yeah. And as this one gets greased, it's just going to collect all the dust inside. When you build some layer of the dust inside, the pinion that's running on this one is slowly going to separate from the rack, which is going to create a backlash on the machine. Precision is going to be off.
Yeah, okay.
Same thing has to be done on X, both sides of the machine.
Cleaning under here.
Yeah, but X is it's difficult to get some dust underneath here actually.
Yeah.
But it's possible to build up. So if you see the dust there, again, every month just go there, look at it. It's clean, fine. If it's dirty, we'll clean it. Then we have pressure check. Pressure check means check the air pressure on the display. The air pressure has to be between 7 and 7.5 bars. If it's not there, something is wrong. Still, 7 bars is gonna work. 6.9 bars is gonna work, but you want to keep it between 7 and 7.5. The regulator is right here, so by pulling it up, rotating to the right side is plus, so we are giving it more air, or minus to give it less air. In this case, I can't give more air because this is the maximum coming from your compressor.
Okay.
Maybe through a compressor that's actually raising it. Yeah. See, this is all empty because it's already set to more than 7.5. If I go minus, I should come to the point where I'm actually going to start dropping it.
Yeah.
Now it's dropping. So you want to keep it at 7.5, somewhere around there. Once you're done with the setting, push it down.
Okay.
If you have some variations in the compressor in your factory, it's going to go oscillate up and down, but just try to keep it at 7 to 7.5. Another thing is going to be this filter right here. It's the oil separation filter. If it gets dirty inside, from the oil that's inside the air, oil minerals that are inside the air, this red ring will pop up. If you see the red ring popped up, that means you just need to order the new filter and replace it. Replacement is done by switching off the air. Wait for the air to come out. Pull this one down, rotate, and take it out. The filter you just unscrew, screw the new one, put this one back in. Has to sit perfectly. Rotate until it clicks. And to turn on back the air, push down clockwise.
Okay.
Alright, that's the pressure. Then we have a C-axis, which we don't have on the machine. So cleaning of the C-axis is not needed because there is no C-axis. There are no C-axis in the machine. Checking the connection of the electro spindles, we can skip because if it's not working, the machine is gonna stop actually working. If it's something wrong with the connections of the electro spindle. Refrigerator, we don't have on the machine, so we're skipping it. Heat exchanger, you don't have on the machine. See, yeah, so we are skipping it. Checking and cleaning, no. FR unit, cleaning the filter. Cleaning the filter of the FR unit is something we skip. Filter is going to be the first one. The first filter. So this one is for the oil minerals. This one is for the every water that is inside the system. It can't. This is not a dryer. So if you have a water in the system, it can't take out all the water. If you have a little bit of water, this is what this filter is doing. Just removing the small particles of the water in the system. It comes from the condensation in the...
How often does that need to be changed?
It doesn't. If you have water in the system, if you have problem with the water in the system, you need to regulate your compression. You need to install the dryer. But on this filter, you should be able to see the water building up here in this.
And then you'd remove it.
Yeah.
By taking that off. Yeah.
Drain the water, put it back inside.
Okay.
Most of the times you won't need to do that because your compressor should be working normally without any water in the system. Then Bushmink pump. We don't have the Bushmink pump, so we are skipping that. Here it says Becker pump, cleaning the air filter. That's the filter we showed in the vacuum pump video where we had to remove it. Cleaning and replacing air filter. Again, cleaning and replacing them. The air filters, replacing them if there is a need to be replaced. If it's ripped inside, if it's too old, if it starts damaging, if it's damaged, that's when you want to replace it. But cleaning is most of the thing.
And we're doing that with pressured air.
Yeah, correct. Then we have general machine, lubricating X drive devices and rack. This is done automatically on your machine.
Oh, okay.
So X, Y, and Z are lubricated automatically. Loading pallet you don't have on the machine. Roller presser you don't have on the machine. Lubrication of the loader, unloader you don't have on the machine. So those don't have to be greased. Then that's for the different type of the vacuum pump. It's oil type pump, we have a dry pump here. Then every month checking the tank and discharging the condensation. Again, that's the this one. So checking the tank and discharging the condensation if there is any. Then checking the connection of the electro spindles. Same thing. Checking the connection of the spindle. We can skip it because there is not much we can do about it. Lubrication. Lubricating the HSK F63 electro spindle release device. Now this is something that is going to be pretty important. Every month you have to do it. Now if you want to keep a separate video on that because it's going to take probably 5 minutes.
Okay.